mewes.com.
Jason Hughes is in the studio with us, and he and Kevin Smith will be at the Wilbur tonight. Get your tickets at thewilbur.com. It's called Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. And what are you, 37 years old? 37 years old? Time flies. Hello, hey, Sean.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, congratulations on your sobriety. I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
Will you guys reunite as Jay and Silent Bob in the film coming up in the near future?
You know what? Who knows right now? Kevin says no. But I don't know, as more and more as we do the podcast and the radio show, and now we just got an AMC show. Well, we didn't. Our buddies did, but they're doing a show on AMC about our comic book store, the Jay and Silent Bob Secret Stash in Red Bank, and it's sort of like a Pawn Stars.
Oh, like a reality show about it?
Yeah, like Storage Wars. And me and Kevin are going to be opening up each episode and ending it, but it's mainly about our buddies who live there. Our buddies that work there who we've grown up with, 25 years, 30 years. And so, but the more and more like stuff sort of is staying around the comic book store, and there's a show about it in our podcast. I don't know, Kevin has mentioned being like, nah, we'll never do one again, but I don't know, maybe we could always maybe do, maybe like a 10-minute web series or
a daddy daycare with you two, right?
Or something. Or like I keep telling them, like, how awesome would it be if like we're dressed in like old makeup and we're like a nursing home? We could be like, remember that time, and we could like flash back to like,
but
I don't know, or like. Well, I just think that the way I hear him tell it is that each one of his movies is sort of a story he had to tell. In this hockey movie, he heard this song, and he's like, this is a story I have to tell. And Red State was a story he wanted to tell, and he said he just doesn't really have any more stories in him. And, the hockey movie's going to be like a two-parter now. So, that's going to be, when he says he's done, he's still finishing up Red State, and he's going to start shooting the two movies, which is going to take months and months. And in time, that's done. Yeah, it's going to be a good 2-3 years from now before that one even comes out and is out or whatever. So, who knows what's going to happen by then. But right now, he just feels like this is the last story I'm going to tell. And, and then plus, like, we've been doing all this stuff. He's writing a book right now, and he's doing this and that. So, I don't know. I just think he feels that way at this moment. But he also said there would never be another Jay and Bob after, Jay and Bob was made. And again, I had part of that because I was doing bad. And he's like, look, it's too rough getting him sober. And then he's good, and then he's bad and that. But then we did Clerks 2, and then we did, Zach and Mir wasn't Jay and Bob, but I was in that. And so,
That's right, you were full frontal in that.
I was. Can we say penis on here?
Boner. We use boner.
Texter says you should do Jay and Silent Bob have kids.
Yes, there you go. Spaz just had a great idea. He said you should film stuff now as Jay and Silent Bob, and then when you're really old, use that footage for the flashbacks and make it more like pre-planning your retirement.
And we have footage from years ago, so we used the piece.
Hey, Nicole.
Producer.
Hey.
He's a producer.
There we have it.
He's a movie producer, not a radio producer. Yes, Nicole. What's up, Nicole?
Nothing much. I just wanted to tell Jay that I love him and that I love him in every movie. And oh my God, I love you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am one of
your favorite fans.
Are you coming to the show tonight?
I wish I could. Trust me.
Oh.
If I could get tickets, I would.
Oh, there you go. There's an entree.
I might know somebody that can get us tickets. I might be able to take you. Do you have a date?
Why don't you have Spaz? Why don't you have Spaz? You're not going now. Why don't you have Spaz?
I can't because I'm becoming a model, and if I show up with Spaz, that might make me look really bad.
A Facebook model?
Have him take you to the show and then dump him and go hang out with the Jason. All right.
Well,
Jay and Silent Bob.
Try to make it. You should go. Yeah.
Let's talk. Can we talk about your hot wife?
Sure.
I mean, your young hot wife. It was in your grill, guy. How old is your wife? Is she like 20 or what?
She's 24.
She's 24.
Yeah,
You remember when she was like 16 or something? Nice score on that.
No, I waited till she turned. It was like a week old. A week after her 18th birthday. I wanted to make sure I was safe.
Where did you two meet?
So, we met through my buddy Andy. My buddy Andy had met her a few times, and he thought I'd dig her. She's like she used to hang out with a bunch of like her friends they're all cute, but they're like sort of blonde or big and big boobs, and it's sort of like different sort of. But my wife's from her father's from Belize, and she has like dark features and she likes so I don't know, she dark hair and stuff.
Very attractive.
My buddy figured I would dig her, and so he was like, come out with me, and meet this girl and her friends and stuff, and we'll have fun. Because him and I used to hang out.
He was using you to get a Jay. He was like, I'll bring Jay. You ever see Jay and Silent Bob? I'll bring Jay out tonight if you bring your friends.
No, he gets. I don't know. It's my buddy. You ever see that show Andy Millennium?
Yeah.
That's my buddy. Yeah. So he does all right himself. He goes out and has fun. He actually brought me. He like goes out and gets tables. He likes to still party and stuff. So he goes out and gets tables and bottles and
he says you're going to show up.
So he asked me. He told me to come out, and I just never wanted to go out. Like at that point, I stopped going out. Like when I first moved to LA, even when I was sober, like I loved going out because there's something every night, and girls go out there, and I would just dance with people and try to make out with someone.
Yeah, right.
They're like, oh, stop. And then after like 3 or 4 times, they'd like, okay.
All right, go ahead.
So every night I'd make out with someone. So I was like, this is fun. But then I started, after like 6 STDs, I was like, this is done. I'm just kidding. No, but so yeah, I just sort of, and then it's just there was a few times people at that time again I was sober, and a few times people were like, hey, want to do a bump, and it was just you put yourself in that place, it's just sort of
you don't want to be out there
in the vibe. And I still go out sometimes, but it's just not as much.
But that was a good time.
It was fun, and I'm glad I went out because I told him no, like for an hour, and then finally he's like, dude, look, I'm leaving now. Come out for a half hour, and then you can leave. And then I went out, and then I met my.
Is she a glove model? Somebody just texted over and said she.
A glove model? She doesn't model though. She was. She doesn't model. She sort of. I don't know. She sort of runs the whole networking and the Smodcast network or podcast. She's a big part of the company. She is, yeah. But when I met her, she just graduated college and she was studying for LSATs to go to law school. And then
she ends up with Jason Mewes.
And then she then was like, all right, I'm going to go. And then she's like, I don't know if I want to go. Because then she got a job, nothing to do with me. She got a job with this music guy at a music management company. And she's like, oh, let me see if I'm into music. And let's see if I dig this. She wanted to try a few jobs and see if she liked this or that, marketing and assistant in this music, to see if she can be around the music management and radio and all that stuff. So she wanted to try some things out before she went to law school and had to be there for another 4
I love interviews. Hello, hello, Nate.
Hey, what's up, guys?
You're on with Jason.
Hey, Jay, I had a couple things for you real quick. What was it like, first of all, working with the porn stars and Zach and Mary make a porno? And the second thing is, you ever have licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
You might want to ask if you could dump out. We have to be very, very wary of what sometimes the A word is okay.
Yeah.
But other times when it's put together
when there's a word
with
like
the lick, and, you gotta,
You ever have your neck licked by a fat man in an overcoat? Yeah, why not?
Danielle's one of Danielle's.
I've never done the second one that they had a dump, but
you've done a lot of things. So you have to.
Not yet, anyway. Who knows? It might become part of the show at some point. You know what I mean?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, guys, what's up?
What's up?
I got a question and a comment.
Yes.
First, my favorite movie is Dogma, by far. I wasn't working with Chris Rock.
It's awesome. I mean, he's a really nice guy. Honestly, everyone I've got to work with over the years has been surreal to me almost. It's everyone's been Like, I haven't worked with anybody that has been, like, some people aren't as friendly. Like, they'll come out on set, they'll do their scenes and stuff, and they'll go in their trailer, and I won't really, it'll be like, hey, what's up, how you doing today, and stuff. And I don't get to talk to them too much, but they're still not, like, no one's been really mean or an a-hole.
What about Alan
but
Rickman?
Yeah,
Alan Rickman.
he was awesome. He was awesome. Really. Kevin made me nervous about it. No, he's like, dude, this is serious, man. He's like a real actor, dude. He's like, theater Shakespearean like actor, and so he made me real nervous, and he's like, you can't forget your dialogue. Like when you're doing dialogue,
Rickman was putting the pressure. I feel like Alan Rickman couldn't believe he was working.
If you don't get this right, I will have to get the detonators. And then Kevin ends up in The Last Die Hard, which is kind of a circle there.
Yeah, he did. It was before how many did he? Alan was in all the Harry Potters.
Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cha-ching. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey Tim.
Well, think about it.
Yeah, Jay.
Yes.
What the F is the internet?
I have no idea yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I just figured out Twitter. Which is,
Are you tweeting?
I am at JMews, JYMEWES.
I've been tweeting for a long time.
Yeah.